Hello, I'm James A. Went, also known in some circles as the Alabama Hellbilly. I'd like to talk to you for a minute about one of my personal pet peeves. As some of you know, we ran into a bit of an issue with the town and with certain segments of the population over burying our deceased children. Many of the responses that I've received, and it's something that I've heard off and on throughout my whole life, is, well, no true Christian would have done that. A real Christian wouldn't have behaved that way. Now, this irritates me on so many levels that it's difficult to really even know where to begin, but I'm going to try to break it down for you here. Let's start with this. On the first level, on the very first level of it, I've actually read the Christian Bible, cover to cover. And when I read the Christian Bible, I read where it says, "Judge not, for by what measure ye judge, ye shall be judged." So according to their own Bible, when they pronounce someone else as not being a real Christian, they have confessed that they themselves are not really Christians. This is according to the teachings of their own faith. And then you can take this on a whole nother level. Where exactly in the Bible does it say, "And state the name of the individual talking, shall decide who is and is not worthy to be called by my name"? It's not in there. So when this person has decided to set their opinions above those of God Himself within their own faith, it kind of begins to expose the hypocrisy of the very statement and their very mindset. You'll have to pardon me, I'm kind of drying out. On the next level, moving on to the third level on this, when a person says such a thing, they've also exposed the fact that they're far more concerned with defending their reputation and the reputation of their church than they are with the harm and damage being caused in its name. They're not really concerned with addressing and fixing the problems that some of the more lunatic members of their particular religion have caused. They're more concerned with defending the reputation of their church. Now, whether these people are good Christians or bad Christians is between them and their imaginary friends. When these individuals have set out to decide whether they are Christians or whether they are not Christians, based on whether or not it makes them look bad, they've exposed their own hypocrisy and their own megalomaniacal defense of their philosophical meanderings. It's preposterous on so many levels. It's absolutely insulting. And I don't see why more people don't take a higher level of offense to that statement, including other Christians. When somebody says that, they are setting themselves above God Himself as the final judge of who is and is not worthy of going to heaven. Now, like I said, whether this person is a good Christian or a bad Christian, well, you know, that's between them and God, and maybe you even have an opinion on that on your own. But if somebody says they're a Christian, they're a Christian. If somebody says they're a Muslim, they're a Muslim. Take people at their word for whatever religion they claim to be. Now, whether they're a stunning example of that faith or not is a whole other question than whether or not they really are devoted to it. Thank you for your time.